It's tax day, and if you need to file an extension, we have expert advice for you this morning. Joining us is John Beazle with Jackson Hewitt. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning.
Now, we officially still have today to file our taxes until...
This is the last day to file. It has to be in by tonight. If you're going to mail it in, certainly make sure you get it by a post office before they close. Here in Chattanooga, they have some of ours staying open late, and I'm not sure which ones they happen to be, but you need to check on those. And they'll get them postmarked by today, so it's certainly important to get them postmarked by then.
All right, extensions. Who qualifies for an extension?
Any and every taxpayer that needs to file a tax return can file an extension. But the important part to remember is it is an extension to file, not an extension to pay. If you think you owe money, then you ought to pay some in so that if there is a balance due later on, it'll be a little bit less.
So you need to send in a check if you think that you're going to have to pay something.
Yes. Yes.
Now, if you don't think you're going to have to pay anything, for the most part, those people have already filled out their tax returns, right?
A lot of them have. There'll be some that may not have. They just may not have collected all their pieces of information together. Certainly to file an extension is you need more additional time in order to complete an accurate return. For
folks that have never filled out an extension application before, is it difficult?
No, they're not. You just need really your names, and if it's a joint return, both names, both Social Security numbers, your address, and an estimate of what you feel you're going to pay. It could be zero, and not even a signature is required, by the way. You just mail in the form. It's a form 4868. I think there's a picture I can put up on the screen for the viewers.
Throw that up there. There it is.
There you go.
That's what we're looking for right there.
And that's all it is. It's you get it on irs.gov, form 4868. Just names and Social Security numbers belong on there, and that is all that there is to it. It's a very, very short form to fill out.
And make sure that this is also postmarked by midnight tonight, right?
Whatever envelope that this goes in, you can also e-file this.
Okay.
You can go up on irs.gov, and you can e-file on irs.gov. Most everybody can do it right there, free e-file on irs.gov. You can go to a tax professionals, and they can get it for you as well, too.
Now, for folks that think they're going to have to pay, they have to include the check, like you said. What if they overpay?
If when they do file the tax return, if any withholdings plus whatever they send in with the extension is more than what their tax liability becomes, they will get a refund, and the refund should include a little bit of interest as well. Not a whole lot probably, but at least you'll get your principal back. All
right, so let's say we file the extension today, get it postmarked on time, include a check if we need to. How long do we have to actually file our return?
Well, that's a very good question. And the Form 4868 gives you a full 6 months, all the way to October the 15th.
But then you've got to be done by then.
Or you could have filing a late penalty fee.
All right.
If you file late, you certainly they have the option to file a penalty or charge a penalty against you.
Now, you're going to be working all day today. Where can we find you?
I'll be down in the Dalton, Georgia area. There's lots of tax places all the way around. Northwest Georgia here in Chattanooga, and all the way up to Murphy, Tennessee, or Murphy, North Carolina, or Jackson Hewitt's all throughout the area.
If we're going to come and see you today, what do we need to bring?
If you are going to be filing an extension, all we really need to have is your Social Security numbers, names and addresses and Social Security numbers. That's it, just for the two primary taxpayers. If we are going to be doing the tax return, you certainly need to have all of your tax papers with you, your W-2s, your 1099s, and so on.
All right. I want to thank you so much for joining us. We have enjoyed having you all tax season long.
Well, thank you for having me. We appreciate it.
Here's information on John Beazle. He, of course, is with Jackson Hewitt, 706-279-2544. He's headed there now, jacksonhewitt.com, if you want more information. Stay with us. We'll take a short break and be back.